Hey y'all, I'm gonna make a quick video. This is my first video about being an owner, operator with Landstar. We're just getting fuel here at a Petro. And I watched videos before I came on. I've been here about 3 months now. And because you always kind of wonder when you're watching these videos, be like, man, that's what you've done. But how do I really know what you've done is what's going to happen to me? And really, it seems like it's meshed pretty good with what I've seen. Because of course, I do the same. I'm sure some of you may be watching this video because you're thinking about joining Landstar, have questions about it. Is it a good move? Almost 4 months in, I would right now say, yeah, it was a good move for me. And then the orientation, getting to the orientation, your application process, that's going to take probably a month and a half because there's a lot of things you need to send in. Once you contact and apply, get a hold of Landstar, they will get you set up with an app on your phone that will walk you through and allow you to scan in certain things, your med card. You're going to have to send in your long form for your physical, among many other things. But with me, I didn't even have my truck until like the week before. I had already scheduled orientation. I live in Michigan, went to Memphis, bought my truck, came back. Being I wasn't hauling a trailer, they'll have you drive your truck into orientation regardless of where you go. Jacksonville, down into Texas, Indianapolis, Rockford. I don't remember the other locations. So my temporary tag stuck to my windshield, drove out to Rockford, Illinois from Michigan. And once you're there, I think by the end of the first day or maybe sometime during the second day, you get a big packet sent in from UPS or by UPS. That's who sent mine. And it has your permanent plate, your IFTA. You get that, and that is the great thing about Landstar. They supply everything. You just bring your truck. They take care of your insurance. Even your bobtail insurance they take care of. They take care of your plates, your the registration, the IFTA, the HUT. I think as soon as I got home from orientation, I got my pre-pass, which is good for the scales, weigh stations. So you don't have to pull into every single scale like you normally would. Thing is, the pre-pass don't do, you have to get yourself, is tolls. You got to do tolls for yourself. And so once you get through, understand that it's going to probably take you a good month and a half because they have to process all your stuff, once you're going through the application process. Get that handled, and you go in. And the one thing I would have liked to know about, this is one tiny little piece of it, is when I was in orientation, they don't do a direct deposit. They'll give you 2 cards, a fuel card and a money card. And the fuel card, you can go onto the app, the Landstar app, and it's real easy. 3 quick steps. Just a couple numbers to type in for advances on your fuel card. The big one is the money card, because that is where they will do your settlements. And once your settlement comes on it, all you have to do is call the card services number, which is on the slip. It's a laminated card with so much information, so many people to help you out if you need help. I'm going to read off a couple of these things because it's very nice to have. They have all their service centers from Jacksonville, Rockford, Illinois. They have BCO advisors for Rockford, Illinois, and Jacksonville. Contractor services, customer services, your operator compliance, log department to figure out anything you need with your logs. if you're having an issue with your logs, if you have a question on your logs. They have the hazmat department, because you have to do hazmat, have your endorsement. But that was pretty easy to do. Even I passed the hazmat test. And so I imagine you probably can too. I've always been kind of a test taker. That's how I seem to always get by. In school, anything else. But you'll be able to do it. Remember, you do have to do your TWA. Because I went in to my local, is a Secretary of State here, it's like the DMV in Michigan. I walked up for my appointment, because now in these times with COVID, you have to make an appointment 3 months ahead of time, or you can try to do next day appointments if you can catch it at the right time during the day. And I walked up and I said, I want to get my hazmat. They said, okay, do you have your TWA, your fingerprint scan? It's like, what in the world is that? Like, oh, well, you need to go get that. So that took time. Had to schedule another appointment. So make sure you go to TWA, do your fingerprint scan, all that. And so I want to talk, I think I was mentioning about the money card. All it is, they'll push your settlement, what they're paying you for the loads you've done for that previous week onto your money card. You go into your card services. It'll ask you a couple questions. You do direct deposit. Type in the amount you want off your card. You can leave money on your card. Leave $100 a week. So it'll build up. So it's like you're just saving money onto your card. And then once you need it, you can transfer it. It says it takes up to 2 days. It's always been on within 24 hours for me. So these are just a couple things that I never heard of with the videos I've watched about Landstar and what to expect in orientation, or after, getting loads. And the one thing they will tell you, and you probably have heard, once you go through the Landstar, if you decide to come on the Landstar, and you're on your load board, you see a good load, grab it. Don't wait on it. The good loads go quick. That's about it. Say with the money, some weeks are going to push into next week's. So because you have to have all your TransFlow stuff done, pushed in by a certain time. Like my payday is Tuesday. It's supposed to be on my card by Tuesday at noon. So I need to have my stuff in TransFlowed by Friday at noon, or there's a chance it might not go on. So, certain different things, some weeks will be bigger, some weeks will be a little bit smaller, but in my opinion, yes, worth it to come to Landstar. But do your research. Do what's best for you. If you got a truck that runs good, is in good shape, because with the pre-pass in that, they do expect you, I think every 3 months, trailers might be every 4 months. You have to get a DOT inspection done. First inspection you do for your truck to get started, it comes out of your pocket. As long as you don't pass the deadline for the next inspections, Landstar covers it. At least up until this point, that is my understanding. But y'all, if you have any other questions, I'd love to be able to answer them for you. I've been driving truck about 12 years now, and owner-operator for 6 of those years. I've only been on with Landstar, though, for about 4 months, and I love it, honestly. I can do my loads I want. I can go where I want. I go south. I don't really go east. I did go east one time out to Boston. Maybe in the future I'll do a video talking about that. But if you have questions, please comment. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe to it for me. I will see y'all later. Be safe.